Okay, let's see. Okay, it seems like it's live streaming now. Alright, hello guys, welcome back to my live stream video. I've been extremely busy, so haven't been really doing anything besides working and studying. But yeah, so a lot of things going on, and the good news is there hasn't been as like a major update, except that the Yuri's Awakening is out. So I know I gotta post a video for that, but I will also go over in this video quickly about her skills and stuff. So that's one thing that I will be working on. Yeah, it's pretty hard to make a video and keeping up with everything on top of a lot of different things. So that's what I have realized lately. And I think I didn't even get to play today, I think. Mainly I've been just doing some other work and things like that. But let me see. Go ahead and put it and just run it through, and hopefully that beats it. Yeah, so I hope but you guys had great days. So fastest way to get topaz in a global, the fastest way I say is by spending money, but besides that, I think the fastest way is getting through arena and transcending your heroes. So I think that's one of the major ways you get it. For me as well, when I do it a lot, I transcend up to like 4 or 5 heroes a day, and that gives me about like good like 30 topaz, and that's good. And weekly you get the topaz and ruby through the arena as well, so that's one of the major ways. But yeah, if you're not going to spend any money, that's probably the best way for you to get the topaz. So I think I've been mostly trying to answer the questions that many of you guys asked through the what do you call Facebook page. So that I have been keeping up pretty well, and did a lot of answering and things like that. Just wasn't able to make any video. So it seems like your team has a lot of the 7 knights, and for global, it's not as great since you're having a lot of different variety of 7 knights, and they're going to be very weak and not transcended enough. If you do have your 7 knights all transcended to at least higher level, then it's fine. But since you don't, I would definitely take out the lower level 7 knights and maybe Chris. Daisy is really good in the global as well as Nia. So as long as you don't lack damage, yeah, I would go ahead and put those, and probably take out one of the Chris, Rudy, or Dellans. I think best 7 knight, it's pretty hard to tell since they all have specific uses, but one that is used the most, I think, in my opinion, is Rachel and Spike, and Jave. So I think those three are the better ones, in my opinion. Let's see. So Chris, until the revamp comes out, it's not going to be as great, and even when it comes out, he's pretty much specific to certain content, and many of the the popular ones like Raid, Castle Rush, and things like that, he won't be used. So that's the one thing. So I would try to focus on some of the other one like Jave, Rachel, and if you don't have at least one spike, try to have one spike so you could do higher damage in the Castle Rush, for so you can get into a better guild and have very safe S chests and things like that. So for Tower 121, this is where people usually get stuck, because this is when you start to really need to have like a maxed level tanks to endure the piercing damages from the Black Rose. So you really need to have a lot of tanks, and probably like Evan, Rudy, Jave, things like that, as well as like Ijung. And that's how I beat it. I put 4 tanks in the front and then put Pascal and then just kill one by one. It took really long time, but that's one of the way that I did it, and it was pretty effective. So, and that's how I beat 121. Unfortunately, I did this before. I did this before I actually started making a YouTube page, so I can't go back and make a video on it. So if you guys want to, I know some other ones do have some channel videos where they try to beat 121, and then maybe you can take that one as a reference. Hello, I just started like 8 minutes ago, so I hope no one's late. So for the comments on the YouTube pages, a lot of repetitive ones I try not to answer. I try my best to answer all of them, but I've been getting a lot of the comments in the YouTube videos and things like that. So I'm trying to answer the ones that I maybe haven't answered, or they might be really confused about. So please do understand for that. Awaken Yuri, I am going to make a video, and it will be posting up very soon, hopefully. I'm really busy, but I will be posting the video on it, and later on today I will go over the Yuri as well, and I'm going to awaken her anyway, so because I have her as like level 38. So yeah, I'm going to awaken her. So but I will go ahead and do that in my what do you call, for my video recording, so please wait for that one. Let's see. Yeah, and Yuri costumes are out, and I think generally all of them are pretty great, but let's see. Yeah, so I have Yuri level 38, even though it's not that strong. I could still go ahead and use him. Just put some random guys and hopefully I can beat it. And put one strong one on the back probably. See if Philista will work. Let's see. Oh, I need 2 Evans hero. Uh, Technically, Nia's with Luvu, yes. I think because Luvu also reduces by turn, so that's one great thing. And that for that reason, I think yes, but Nia will be, I think, easier to get, and also will be easier to. Who else? Easier to transcend, and that's just my tip. I don't know who's on the Evans. I don't know. So I could use Weekend, Helenia and Hevnia. Maybe I'll try to use Hevnia and see if that works. Yeah, I have Helenia Awakened as well, so probably go with Hevnia. I think it's only level 32, but oh well. Replace you. Okay, so. And for best hero in the game, I think there's so many different one, but I should say that the one that has been consistent throughout the whole the game ever since it came out, that the hero came out, is probably Shane. But there's a lot of different ones too, like Lena, Zeke. They're all great, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I think I just really like Awakened Shane, so that's just my personal preference. But there's so many different factors, so. Hello, if you're just coming in. So this one's Tower of Abyssal. This is where you try to constantly go up higher and higher. It's also very common in a lot of different content as well. Mobile game, and I'm just auto throwing this most of the time because it kind of takes long in a way. So. I'm planning to use my Fina on Zeke as well because he's all rounder and he's gonna be used for throughout the whole game anyway. So that's why I will be using my Fina on Zeke because Nia is definitely great, but I think Zeke just has more uses. He's more used in more content, and a lot of things I just base it on how many more content that I use the certain hero on, because in order to do better in that whatever content, you need them to be transcended, and that's one of the reason why I focus on like Zeke, Shane, and things like that, where it's used in multiple contents compared to some of the other ones. So that's a one thing. Let's see. So, if any of you guys have your own guild or anything that you guys want to advertise, you guys can also go ahead and do that as well, because I know a lot of people wants to really join my guild, but unfortunately I can't, because it wouldn't be fair to just randomly kick out people. So That's why I just do it based on whether they log on or not, and I do that. But well, congratulations for having Luvu. I think he's really great, and hopefully they will do a lot of different things where Luvu will stay good for throughout the whole time, or trying to be at least like that, because I know eventually what will happen is that all the four lords and all the formal four lords and seven knights will all get awakening, and which is very, very exciting. But at the same time, they're constantly becoming stronger and stronger, so they're trying to balance that out so they don't overpower one another. So let's see. So I played. I should say I played a little over a year and a half now, getting closer to 2 years. I know they're doing 777th day or whatever, so it's pretty interesting to see them, the Marvel, making a lot of different special days for people to celebrate, and hand out the free stuff and things like that. So that's something nice, and pretty much I started from very early on as well too. I just didn't think that because it was a Korean game, I thought it wouldn't be as popular, at least among the what is it the people that I play with. But my friends really loved it as well, despite the language barriers, and that's why I just continued to play on. And there were a lot of different games like this, but I just found this one more entertaining, and they constantly keep up with a lot of different events, as well as revamp and things like that to keep things balanced. And that's something that I found, that I very appreciate compared to some of the other games. I did play a lot of different ones like Summoner's War, Brave Frontier, and a lot of the other similar one as well. But so far, they had really great animations for this, as well as some of the other things. So that's why I just continue to play it on. Yeah, so you guys can pretty much ask. I know, because some people are very curious about my personal life as well, and I will try to answer as best as I can on up to, I guess, certain points. But yeah, you guys are all free to ask me questions about Seven Nights and anything that you guys are all curious about. Since most of the time, for these live stream is just my way for my ways to connect with a lot of you guys. And since most of the time I individually answer, but some of the questions you guys have very similar, and some of the ones in here, they're all very knowledgeable as well, so they can all answer and things. So you guys can all help each other, and I see a lot of also people who constantly come in for my live stream, so really thank you for that. For the 777th day, I will go ahead and go over that one as well. So after this, most likely I'm gonna go over Yuri and some of the other things. So the Evan, so the shield now grants 3,000 shield for himself for 4 turns, and also it reflects one status element, the skills or whatever the enemy does, and it still taunts. So instead of taking less damage, they just add 3,000 shield, which they find more helpful. So one of the thing that I've noticed for with global is that I mean, having bugs is Korean ones as well. They do have some bugs, but people do report the bugs in Korea, especially like very fast, and they fix the bug ASAP, or that's what they at least try to do. But for the global, I think not many people also do report, and they just wait until they hopefully they notice and fix, and that's one of the thing. And I think when they do the patches, I know they're trying some different stuff as well, and a lot of different content, as well as the skills and things available in the global is moving up pretty fast. So I can't say anything about that since they're working at least pretty hard. One thing that I would really like would be that hopefully they have more events and things like that, where more people would love to just constantly be playing, because it's really great game. But I think the event is the part where it really makes the people to constantly play and be entertained, mainly. And just even like handing out free stuff and things, they're just really great, and people can just go ahead and do this. So hello, BT. Yeah, technically I should be studying as well, but yeah, technically I should be studying as well, but I am doing live streams, so since this is a once a week kind of thing, so hello. I see a lot of familiar names as well, so welcome. And pretty much you guys didn't miss much, so that's a good thing. And after this, I'll go ahead and then go over the Yuri and some of the other ones as well. So let's see. All right, so so 777th day, and what it is let's see. You get 6-star selector, which is really great because I still have them and I gotta choose it. But this is one of the thing. I think this is a part 2. Yeah, the first one was with something else, but they just basically handed out another free stuff. And I know, you know, Yuri's Awakening came out. She looks really, really great. I absolutely love Yuri since from the beginning. She was used, really often. And finally, he is under the category of the White Eerie, which is next to Evan. So you could know that through the story that she's still with, Evan. And so her skills changed, as well as the name of her skills changed for the Awakening. And the first one is that it targets 4-person with a 70% magic twice, and it reduces a chances of counter by 60% and remove any kind of positive buff that they have. So that's just one another great thing that Yuri gets. And the cooldowns has been increased, and I think this is general thing for the Awakening. Their cooldowns generally increase, but because their skills are so much better. So, and next one is the 60%, all of them to AoE magic damage again, 2000 flat damage, and reduce a turn buff by 2. So she kind of became also double buff remover, which is pretty great. One just removes a buff, and other one removes a turn buff. So that's really great. And her passive is that reduces a enemy defense by 50%, so increased by 10%. And also when it dies, it revives with 100% life. And let's see. Oh yeah, this one was something really great. When you have 3 or more magic heroes in your team, then you get status element immunities for 2 turns. So even without having a spike, you could just put her and have what is it, total of 3 or more magic heroes, you could get this passive effect, which is really, really great. Because before that, Spike was used, and Spike is really great because it's tankier than Yuri anyway. But this is something, just another great thing that they add. And you could also kind of predict that some of the other heroes will have some kind of similar effect like this, but different. So maybe it could be like 3 tank, whatever, all these kind of different stuff. And her Awakening skill is that 100% magic damage twice to all of the enemies. And for 2 turns, it inflicts 900% burn damage. Basically, burn damage 900% of the magic damage, whatever magic damage that she has, and increases a enemy cooldown by 20 seconds. So that 900% burn damage. So her costume is out right now. Here's the Yuri. So I'm using this one, but this one is here as well, which people like. I think this one looks really great. It's supposed to be like I think it was the Innocent, or it was like Virgin Promise or something. But this came out with like a wedding kind of theme. And this is the Chinese New Year, I think it was. And this is the one that I'm using, which I find pretty different from the other Yuri costumes that, like look like this. So you could go ahead and purchase your Yuri costumes. And let me see. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check out her skills. If you guys didn't have or haven't checked out or don't play in the Korean one, you guys can still check it out. And I will be making the video anyway, so you guys can see. Let me see how much she will do at level 46, 10. So 4,400, not so bad. 2,500 magic damage is just really, really great. So defense is pretty okay. So I think should be used more and more. I'll just go ahead and do slow mode so you guys can see it better. So pretty interesting. And from for awakening, like I said, the name of the skill as well as the whole skill animation is different. So does she only have 3 tail? Oh, and then this is the one that says, okay, it becomes the 9 tail. So I think she looks really great, and I think they did a really great job on animation as well. I absolutely love it, and I think the color is really. I like the color, so that was Yuri. I will be awakening her anyway since I have level 38. But that was just something that they kind of came up with. So let's see. Yeah, so I just naturally just got her one by one and did it. So I know also right now, um, if you do awaken her by the 20th, you will get a Fina, which I will be using it well as too. So I'll be doing that. And if you make her into plus 10, you get a dragon scale armor with a max life and max defense. So this is something really great if you guys want to do it. Um, yeah, this they say they put small a dialogue between, I guess, and then it's between the SeNa as like a, I know in Korean language there's a male and female, and the female SeNa said, "Are you going to awaken Yuri?" Uh, but your physical deck, but the guy said yes because she looks pretty. So that's something interesting. Just go ahead and check her the storyline as well. Um, for the awakening, I just want to check out. So okay, so this is more of text, but because Yuri didn't know that Evan was alive as well, so it's like you should have told me if you say you were alive or something. And I guess she was looking for Evan as well. So I really, really love how she looks, and hopefully the profile picture looks great as well. So that's a one thing. Mm. Oh yeah, the storyline. I should check that one out. Oh, where is it? Yeah, since she should be added. This is season 1. Go to season 2, and here it is. Okay, so Yuri basically says, "Let's go find Karen," and Evan says, "Thank you," and this is pretty interesting because in the beginning, as you guys all know, Karen doesn't like Yuri because Yuri's clinging on to kind of like Evan, but uh they at least they kind of have common goal, and I'm really glad that Evan at least has someone now that um is with him, because he's going against the whole Seven Knight, and he might be fighting Delans on the way as well. So that's just one thing. Let's see. Everything good. So I'm still debating which one I should get for my 6-star hero as well. Yeah, I know I haven't got the face cam. I I mean, like I said, honestly, I don't really make money doing this, so it's pretty hard, especially for me. I gotta pay for myself on a lot of different stuff, so it's kind of hard for me to pay for all these stuff. And I was thinking about getting the face cam, but um, but I wasn't really. I'm not really, I guess, confident as well on that sense. So yeah, so I think Evan is honestly, I prefer Evan with Yuri, but Karin's just been helping me so much in a lot of different stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of different pairing, as well as the love triangle, all these kind of stuff, which is very, very interesting. But I just love how they kind of came up with this relationship chart and all these things. I know for many of the different games they don't do this, and this is just kind of like extra step to develop the storyline. But I think this is, at least for me, this is what one of the reason why I constantly kind of play, because so that I can see the development of the characters and the storyline, which I find myself very entertaining. So that's one thing. Yeah, I know the most popular one and the most obvious one is um, probably the Zeke, and was it Zeke and Luri? So I think that was it, and I think that's the most common one, I should say. But let's see who I should get. I really want to get Nox as well, because Karin, Evan, Helenia, when I get them, I could transcend them. Usually when I do this, like I said, I try to do all-rounder, but Chancellor I maxed and I did awaken him. And maybe I would get Nia, because Zeke, I already have it as well, so yeah, Zeke is also maxed out. If I just want to transcend some of the guys, I would get some of the other ones, but like Nia, even if I get 5-star, I would never probably plus evolve him anyway, so that's why I would usually get the all-rounders, since I save up for like my 4 lords or anything like that. So here it is. Rook. I should awaken my Rook, but I'm just kind of short on the Fragment of Destruction. Mainly because I've been trying to awaken different heroes when it just comes out, so to make my videos. So that's just the one thing. But besides that, I think I should awaken my Rook, but I'm waiting it a little until I transcend him a little bit more. So, because I don't really need him at the moment, unless I. But Arena is not like my first um, choice. So Yeah, my Chancellor's Awakened maxed level. I just need to use some Rhea or some 6 stars to open up the spaces for the weapon and the armor. And right now I'm putting in, one of the best armors and weapons that I have. But yeah, I'm a free to play player. So far I haven't used a single penny on the game, but I just want to try so that I want to see how it works, as well as seeing if spending money will, how much it will help me, I guess. Although, I like to play as a free to play user so that I can also, in a way, advocate and then help people that are free to play users. So that's just one thing. I wouldn't say certain costumes better, but it's just people have certain preference on the costumes, and I think the new, the Seven Night costume, which is like a, yeah, that like a school committee, like a council kind of theme. That one just looks really good, modern. Kind of goes a little bit apart from more like a medieval style from the Seven Knights. So I think it's just pretty good. Yeah, so it wouldn't be fair if the revamped Seven Knights will be applied in the Castle Rush because it'll be too strong. Honestly, Jave with all the piercing and everything will definitely destroy all of the heroes, as well as Rachel will be then reducing the enemy's damage and defense by 80% for 3 of them, so it's just not fair. So yeah, the revamp has nothing to do with the Castle Rush Seven Knights, and I don't really think that they're going to do that unless for like a uh, maybe higher difficulties for these Castle Rush. So yeah. Yeah, my Pascal does hell lot of damage, so that's one of the reason why I really love him, especially in like, where is it? Like raid, you could see the life bar of the dragon going down really fast, and so that came out, and I think these look really great, and I just had to, um, I just had to buy it. Uh, I was like, just please take my money and take my rubies and topaz, and I just purchased it. It was just too great. I don't see many of these kind of costumes come out, and it's just something that I really liked, and just kind of had to get it. So yeah, it depends. Oh yeah, it depends on the dragon. Of course, will even the same skill will deal less damage because the defense goes up, and that's one of the reason why they take less damage. So yeah, there's a lot of different costumes, and I that's why I try my best to save at least 1,500, so I have at least 1,500 minimum, so that if anything comes up, I can just purchase right away. So, but one great thing is that Ruby is farmable, as well as Topaz. You could get it through many different way as well, and like I said, the great thing is you don't really have to spend money to get all these costumes and things. You could just slowly, build up, and most of the time, these costumes do come back. So you can purchase it, even though it might be a little bit more expensive. You could still do get them. So that's just one thing. Yeah, I haven't used my topaz in a while, so I think I have like, let me see. Yeah, I have 500 topaz, and like I said, I've been transcending hell lot of my guys, and that's probably one of the reason that I have so many at the moment. But I know I should be farming some so that I can get rid of some of my guys. And yeah, so for Yuri's skill review, I did do it probably like 20 minutes ago, so you can also go back for the live stream and then check it out. So please check it out. I did talk about it in detail as well, so maybe hopefully that will help. And I think um, one of the thing I know many of you guys had been um, asking me is for the item composition. So mainly I say there's very few different types of item composition. The one that is used the most is speed attack and health. And the reason is the counter is really great, and people do still use it. I know some people use counter for the Shane as well, so that she'll do regular attack and life steal and deal more damage and things like that. So that's one of the thing. But usually for standard for arena is speed, and health. Having higher speed overall for your team allows you to go use the skill first, which is huge advantage. So that's the one thing. Next thing is that you will have what do you call health, because a lot of them nowadays do some flat damage, piercing, and things like that. And if you don't have enough health, it will die just instantly, unless it has like hit immunities per hits or something like that. So that's just the one thing. And counter, you usually put it on heroes like, for instance, like Bylong, Chris, or who is it, like Teo and things like that, where when a lot of times when it when it dies and it comes back alive, even though they get hit, they'll still be able to constantly deal damage. So that's just the one thing. So for usually for counter, defense is for really tanky guys who have a lot of health, like Evan as well. But it's your preference. You can also go ahead and put the health as well. So I think defense is still used the least. Speed attack and crit. Crit is usually for like farming champions. So I put one crit and one speed for Jave. That's how I do it. And lethal, you usually put it on like Shane or Jupi. That I've seen that a lot. So that's just the one thing as well. So are you using 6-star? That's the one thing as well. If you want to make the awakened hero to +10, you really need to spend a 6-star hero, which is kind of bummer, but it's something that you kind of have to deal with. That's one of the reasons why it's kind of hard to do it, but it's yeah. Ooh, I forgot. I usually just turn on this sound. I know background music. I I think I can try, but I don't think my speaker is good enough. And I know since I'm also doing this through the microphone in the phone or my earphone, so that in my when I turn on a song, it might be loud as well. So, but it's something that I'm also working on, and hopefully I can do better in the future for the some of the other ones. Because I know like face cam is one thing that you guys have been asking. Hopefully I can do that. And so Ryan and former Four Lords and a lot of these guys can't be found on the adventure map, and that's why you really need to summon through, and that's probably one of the reason why it's so hard to obtain those guys as well. So yeah, I think Chancellor has helped me more and more in arena. I mean, he's really great. That's one of the reason why I was working on him anyway. But he did help me a lot with different stuff, and especially in arena, I think I have easier time fighting against. And hopefully, once I have the Rook, it becomes better. So yeah, but there's heroes that are good even without awakening. But there's also some of the heroes that are completely trash unless it's awakened, like Lee, Chancellor, Rook, Nox, a lot of things like that. So um, it's something that is like future investment. So I think they have better chances with fusing. That's what I heard, but I just like summoning in general. So that's one thing. Yeah, hopefully one thing that I'm working on is that I replace my Ejong probably with Rook, and that will help me. And I would really love to have Rudy as well, but I'm working on Rachel next because she is just really really good, I think. And if I do get Rudy, I'll most likely gonna replace Evan. So instead of that, I think I'll just go ahead and then focus on some of the other ones for now. Well, I hope, and I'm glad that my guide helped you guys. One thing that I've really appreciate while I was making all these video is that there's so many people who are very positive and giving me like very positive feedbacks and things like that. So I'm very grateful for that in a sense, since I didn't expect my channel to grow this big. Although many of you guys can still consider it small. I think I have like what 2,900 subscriber. I thought it was gonna be just kind of like a small community, like maybe like help each other. But I'm glad that a lot of you guys found my videos helpful, and hopefully in the future it helps you guys as well. Although I do mainly my videos on Korean one, a lot of the general guides are for both global and Korean, so hopefully those really help. And recently I made the 10-minute video guide, and a lot of people found that one pretty helpful as well. I just briefly go over some of the heroes that you should be investing on and things like that, and you know, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback on those too, so thanks for that. And I think so far, like, pretty much I haven't really received much negative comments, so that's, I guess, great thing. I think Awaken Evan is not better, but equally good as Rudy. But with the revamp, I feel like Evan might be a little bit better. That's just my opinion, but that's just one thing. I think Dellins is just great. I think Dellins is one of my favorite one as well. But technically, global and Korean one, for that sense, they're taking different path. Dellins had been too good in the beginning, and they kind of like nerfed him. And instead of doing that, they just decide to buff him a little or something like that instead of nerfing him. So they're taking different path, and Dellins wasn't used for the whole entire time, for a while, and until the major revamp. But Dellins is pretty great. That silence is really helpful in a lot of the tower and things, but eventually the hero 7 knights that you have to max is Rachel for sure, and because she'll be used forever unless they make someone who is like Rachel, but most likely they won't, since Rachel has that one specific purpose in the tower and the castle rush and things like that. So Rachel, that's why I'm working on Rachel next. I did my Jave because he's my great farmer. He helps me so much with farming and everything, keeping me up with good amount of rubies so I can summon and then all the things as well. So that's the one thing. So it's pretty much up to you. Reduced like yeah, generally, since there's a lot more people playing in the Korean one as well, the arena's extremely tough. That's one thing that you guys need to know. But uh, that's one of the reason why they totally like hand out a lot of stuff. Even handing out 6-star selector, that just helps so much. So that's just one thing. Yeah, arena is one of my last thing that I focused, and that's probably why I'm not as a high as some of the Korean ones who have been playing ever since since the beginning, and they've been spending quite a money on it. Probably so much money where I would never even imagine spending that much, but you know, that it still shows how popular this game is and things like that. So yeah, if you guys know any guild that you guys are in, that or maybe you guys can make a guild as well. You guys don't really necessarily have to always depend on the other guilds. You can always go ahead and make it. So that's the one thing. And then it would be nice if you guys can help each other. I know in at least my guild, since there's like a lot of I should say probably non-Korean people, and they speak and help each other and then talk, and it's more fun when you do this. So you can always try to uh, ask and join my guild because I constantly kick people out who don't log in. So 6-star awakened hero, I recommend Lee if you don't have it because that will help you so much in the tower and stuff. But yeah, that's what I would recommend. And other stuff with Lee, you could get so many the fragment of destruction and stuff. So yeah, definitely go ahead and do it to Lee first if you just started. Let's see. Yeah, so you'll see that like Teo and some of the other ones where it comes back alive, and that's one of the reason why I really needed Chancellor so that I can remove their buff and kill them. And basic Teo is like the by long but better version, and this is one of the weakness. Once they have the skills like reduce turn buff or remove buff, it just totally gets destroyed, and that's why Bai Long gets out of the meta, and that's why I don't really recommend him because he doesn't really have any specific other uses. So yeah, in my team, pretty much Jave does a lot of damage, but more and more other tanks, pretty much tanks carry me. So yeah, because I know like my guild, they talk about a lot of different stuff and help each other. So that's just one great thing that I found having a, at least mainly non-Korean guild. I mean, it's not bad to have Korean people joining your guild and stuff, but for mostly the purpose is to help each other and things, in my opinion. So Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I got my name from SevenNight. That's what I usually call it, because I shorten it up to the first acronym or the word. But a lot of other people had been saying it as well. So that's why I decided to call my name SeNa. And they had a lot of debate. I know at least I had some debate in my mind because some people found very kind of like feminine name, but honestly, I didn't really care on that sense. So okay, so everyone had been logging in pretty good. So one of the great thing that happened was for the chess, I got Alicia. It was totally unexpected, and it didn't even pop up as a gold or anything, which usually when you get the hero that are good, it comes out. So I was pretty surprised to find out that I got Alicia. So ooh, Lee, 4-star. That's why I think it's been pretty great. Yeah, isn't it like coming up with name is always hard, right? That's one of the thing that I had to always spend my time when I play like new games and things. Although now I just most of time either do it as Besson or Senna, but today's I think Chris. Then I gotta take Karen. Yeah, so make sure you guys go ahead and then transcend the what do you call? Yeah, transcend your like Lena and Rachel and things because they will be, like I said, used for almost forever. Ever since it came out, they have been used, and it's gonna be used forever. So. And I do apologize if I can't answer all of the questions since what is it? Sometimes when the chats move too fast, or I might not be able to see everything because I'm also doing some other stuff as well. So that's interesting. I think the number 18 I kind of came up with something that it was like one of my favorite number, and that's why I just decided to put it. There's no really like other like really special hidden meaning to it. It's just number that I liked, and that's why I just decided to put it. So that. So even my level 34 Rachel, it gets pretty much. If you're doing easy, it's fine, but they get down, their HP is down really fast, and that's why I really try my best to transcend my Rachel because I do use her for so many different things. I use her for the raid, world boss raid, things like that. So I found it really I really need to go ahead and do that. So Oh, this one's, yeah, the new Shane costume. I really like it as well. I think she just looks great even without it, but I think this one just looks better a little. Yes, I am Korean. Although I should say probably more correctly, I'm Korean American, since I associate myself more closer to like my life in here than Korea, but yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I do constantly go ahead and um, kick people out who don't. So I know it's pretty tough to, keep check on those stuff. But if you guys can, that's one thing where if you guys really want to join my guild, I can't go ahead and kick certain people out and then let you in, because it wouldn't be really fair. So I try to keep my best to kick people out and then have random people join in at a time to be fair. So it start to deal a lot of damage. It really, really hurts. Whew. So I think speed is better, because when you put the when you go on the world raid boss, one of the guy, you have to have certain amount of speed attack, and that's why it's better to put a speed attack on her, and then either put like, I think lifesteal or something. I think that'd be really great. So that's what I'm trying to do, put lifesteal on her, because she does some regular the damage, and lifesteal will hopefully make her sustain a little bit longer in the game. So you guys can see that having the lethal and the things will make Shane attack more and then self heal. So. So I could use Pascal technically, because Pascal does massive damage as well, and I do try both of them, but I just like Shane's animation and using Shane, and that's probably one of the reasons why it's keeping me from using Shane. And Pascal's really great, but you really gotta pay attention throughout the whole time if you're using Pascal, because or else he'll be using like random skills, and that just really ruins everything. So that's why if you run Shane, most of the time it'll try to prioritize her skill first, and that's why also when I put it on auto, Shane is easier to use. The lethal attack is a basically additional damage that it will deal. And what it will do is that person will target the enemy that has the lowest HP. So that just makes it easier to finish off some people in the arena and tower, since you can't really choose who to attack in this game, but it's just random. So that's one of the thing. And even in the arena, having a lethal makes it make them, you know, finish off the enemies fast. So that's the one great thing. I think I just did a little over an hour. But I will be trying to do live stream as long as possible today, since I know I haven't been posting anything for the videos, and I know a lot of you guys also have questions and stuff. So yeah, hopefully so that more people can watch, and hopefully the although I'm just mainly doing my stuff, I am going over some of the details and things. So hopefully that helps. That's just my hope. Oh God, I could go ahead and use it so that it doesn't die. So Karin, I just absolutely love Karin's effect and how she really helps me in so many different ones. So yeah, I did talk about the Yuri, Awakened Yuri, but like I said, I will be also making a separate video on Awakened Yuri, since I will be go ahead and awaken her anyway. But I did also talk about earlier on the live stream, so you guys can go back also um, on the live stream. I think you could still look at the previous ones and then go ahead and then check it out as well. So let me just check some other stuff. Technically, because of her passive, Xiao is okay to be level 30, but eventually, if you want to do more damage, especially in the world raid boss, you have to awaken, transcend a, who is it? Xiao. So that's one thing. Yeah, the Yuri's burn damage is stupid. So yeah, I think probably one of the reason why you'll see more, I guess, different formation now is because of that. People like Yuri with, you know, different kind of skill and passive comes out, and you know, more likely we need to use different formations to adjust to those kind of things. So that's the one thing. Alright, so I did 2.5. That's good enough. That's at least a half for the requirement for the S chest. So 9 mil. that places our guild in pretty good position, I think, too, as well. So that's great. And I get 12, which is really great because I think I saved up, let's see, yeah, 160. So technically I could be saving up more, but most likely I'm going to use it for getting 3-star. God, okay, let me just go ahead and farm a little so I could use up my keys as well as my, what do you call it, the honor points. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, one of the things that you guys really have to know is that even though Yuri technically does hell lot of damage, one thing is that that burn damage won't basically go through if you have Spike. And that's, I think, one of the reason why how broken and good the Spike is. It'll basically, no matter how good it is, as long as it's the status element, it's gonna negate it. And even for Yuri too, with the 3 other the magic heroes, it's gonna do that. And if other people run more Yuri, that's what exactly gonna happen. And that burn damage isn't gonna do anything. So there are downside to that. So I don't know if Yuri will be as, I guess, effective on that sense. Counter 7 Knight, meta and global. That's one of the reasons why I think if you put Spike, I think that's just really good. Spike pretty much counters everything, and then you just need the damage dealers and things. So that's one of the way, and you'll start to see more and more like damage immunities per turn, like Feng Yan, Ming Ming, all these different ones. So that's the one thing. Those will be starting to become more and more popular, and and then it kind of transitions that from to a hit immunity. Damage immunities per hit, like Rin and other ones that comes out. So that's the one thing. Awakened items can be powered up. They're just, it requires more 6-stars. So that's. I do farm at 7-9 as well, but I'm just trying to use keys fast at the moment and power up my guys fast because lately I've been unable to play as much, and that's probably one of the reason why I just do it at 8-4, so I can use keys up fast and then just level up my heroes and things. So that's just why. And this is also where 8-1, I think that's where I farm with my global one as well to use on my keys, because it's been so difficult to play both at the same time. Let's see. Jave destroys a immune heroes per turn, but not by hits. So Jave won't be able to deal damage and kill it right away to those like Rin and things like that. But it will for like Fungyan and Nia and a lot of different ones. Yeah, I did consider making the video. It's just my team in global is not good enough to beat many of the hard dungeons, and that's why I didn't make a video on it. I know a lot of you guys also have asked questions, but I know but some of the other channels do still have it too. But I think for now though, hard mode for the global daily is pretty darn tough to do it. Especially if you didn't spend money, you really need certain heroes to be at a certain level, and if you don't, it's pretty hard to beat it. So that's why I haven't done for now. Oh, for the one in the front is my pet. In the Korean one, there's pet, and that's my pet. It's not the extra spot. That would be awesome if I could put extra spot. But it's my pet, and it just basically gives additional boost. Alright, so you guys can see that my keys burn up pretty fast, but at the same time my heroes level up fast so too. So this is what I usually do most of the time. Wow, there's I didn't expect 58 people to be watching today this time. But well, everyone, thank you for watching. And at the moment I'm just answering a lot of different questions and farming at the moment, but hopefully if you guys have any other questions, you guys can put it in a text and I can answer for you and everything. So, or at least I'll try my best and give my best opinion on it. So that's one thing. Solve the puzzle. For the chess puzzle one, you gotta pay, I think, like 10,000 gold or something, and then if you do it, it should pop up. If not, there could be an error sometimes. So that's what I've noticed. Sometimes there's certain errors. If you awaken Yuri, you get a Fina, and if you make her into +10, you get a the raid armor. And also, if you log on, there's 777th day event where you get a 6-star selector. So those are the two events going on at the moment, as well as higher hero chance for Ryan and Alicia and Kirio, I think. So So accessories are farmable in the areas, I think 11- or 12-. There's certain like hot time periods too, so where you will get higher chance of getting those too. But accessories are farmable. It's just those places won't give you any kind of experience points, so you won't be able to farm your heroes, but just kind of like, use your keys and hopefully you get the accessories. So those are like things where a lot of people who are like heavy spending users, that's what they do. instead of farming for rubies and stuff, because they don't really need to. Right, so I'm gonna get something to drink real quick, and hopefully. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. Sorry, I'm working on some other stuff at the moment, and also answering some of the questions on the 7 Night page. Okay, so it's pretty late here, and I'm pretty darn hungry. Let's see. I feel like I only ate like one meal today. Let's see if this one. Huh. Yeah, I'm still working on my Nia as well. I think Nia's been pretty great throughout the whole thing. And after the buff, oh my god, Nia is going to be amazing. So, even before Awakening, the Nia's buff with the regular hit does stunning. with very high chance of actually stunning. So like that was just stupid, but you know. Daisy's not revamped in the Korean version, so I don't know when they're gonna do it. I'm assuming they're not gonna revamp the Daisy, and probably just wait until they just do the awakening on her, because Daisy was almost never used in the Korean version, even when it came out. So she was one of the heroes that was never loved, and probably one of the they should have really worked on her, but instead most of the time they reworked on balancing a seven knight and the some of the heroes on the Evans side, and you can see that even the awakenings is usually the Evans and things like that on the first page. So it haven't went to the Aisha continent. So hopefully, you know, when they do a awakening on her, uh, she's better and can be used more. Hopefully, that's one thing. Uh, I hope she becomes more useful. Level 24 dragon, pretty darn strong. Hello, if you're just coming in. And yeah, I definitely don't really mind also people advertising their own guild and their, you know, the IDs, so that they can uh, get a lot of friends and things. I know in Seven Night you could just go ahead and add random friends too, but it would be definitely nice if you add people that you know, and hopefully advertising in here, even in here, helps getting a lot of different people. And if you're the what is it? The friend list is not full, hopefully it can help you as well. The power up for the Korean one works different. So it has a chance of plussing to, you know, +1, +2, whatever, based on the percentage. So so that like let's say for instance, if it was your 4-star, if you use another 4-star, you're guaranteed to +1. And second, you know, nextly, if you use your 3-star, you have 50-50% chance of plussing into, you know, whatever the next level or the thing. So if it was 0, you have 50-50 chance of plussing into 1, or just stay as a 0. But the good thing is, even if you do fail, the points do stack up. So like when next time when you're using, let's say for instance another 3-star, it's 50% plus whatever points that are stacked. So if you look for instance here, I have 12% saved up in here. So next time when I do it 2 stars lower, that's what I usually do. It's 25% chance, which is, you know, pretty good. And so it'll be 25% plus 12% chance of doing it. So, that'll be what, 37% chance. And with that, you could go ahead and then plus it. And that's how you generally plus it, because you don't really want to spend a lot of high guys on that on plussing these heroes and things, because you want to save them to either fuse or a lot of different things. So that's how plussing works in Korean one, and I really like this one so that I don't have to like use so many different followers to plus them. I really hate. So let's see. Is Evan worth investing? I absolutely love Evan, and I say Evan's one of the great tank as well. But in global, I think Kwanu is definitely great. He's been really great in Korean version as well. Kwanu is one and Helenia is one. Usually, I didn't recommend Helenia, even though it's one of the greatest tank. She only comes out in 5-star in Korean one, but fortunately, in the global one, it comes out in 3 stars and 4-star as well. So it's relatively easy to get. So she's one of the great tanks. So I think for global, I recommend Kwanu or Helenia as a tank. But Evan is absolutely great as well. Rudy, I generally exclude him for anything because he's the absolute tank. He's passive and everything is just obviously better than Evan, but I think getting 7-9 and transcending him to that same level where Evan can get, it takes much longer. So that's why I recommend Evan, Helenia, or Kwanu in the global one. I think those three are the great tanks that are out at the moment. In Korean one, probably Evan. Rook is one of the great tank as well. Ijung is also a great tank, which I use. So that's yeah. Now with this revamp though for the Evan, pretty much 1v1. Evan is pretty darn hard to lose unless the other champion is really high damage. Oh. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, technically I should be ending it right now, but um, I'll probably do a little bit more because there's a lot of different stuff. Um, I think I hope they make more pairings for at least in the relationship chart. I hope they make more pairings uh, in in the Seven Night. I think that'll be really cute and interesting. Because I know, like for instance, um, like Karma and Lin is like one of the like very very obvious one. And a lot of people do like, since they're both strong too. Anyway, I guess, but you know, a thing like that, or like Luri and Zeke is very interesting. I like I like Luri and Zeke too. Very interesting kind of combination that they have. Where do I have this one? Oh yeah, but at least for the friend, uh, I do constantly try to add people. So friend list, I have 29 people at the moment right now. There's so many different people. Um, asking me for friend requests. Unfortunately, like I said, every single one of my friends pretty much log on at least, you know, daily. So that's why I can't go ahead and then, like I said, add all of you guys as a friend. But hopefully, eventually, over time, it happens. Let's see. I have 3 stars. Yeah, I am working on my Alicia. Here it is, my Alicia 5-star. Trying to make her into 6-star and start transcending it as well. It will be my level 34, and hopefully she's the next one on my list after Yuri to awaken, so I could use her for arena and things like that too. So her passive is great, especially after awakening, for the status element, but I think overall I think Spike is still better because he's tankier and he has longer sustain. So I have Rook as well that I'm working on. That I think recently, yeah, for the first event they handed out a 5-star selector, and I got Rook, so I can transcend him and go ahead and do that. My girlfriend loves Lin, and I think her Lin is actually level like 44 or something, really high, and it absolutely destroys people in the arena. So that's one thing. So I used pretty much all of my keys. That's good. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, Chris will be very, very annoying just because he comes back alive, and not only that, he heals by percentage, which is very stupid, per person that dies. So that's why I often say, I joke around like saying that Chris is probably the best healer because he heals with by percentage, which is really stupid. For Wukong though, one of the way to counter the clone is by using Nia. If you use the Nia and if he does the time travel and reduces by turn buff, Wukong gets gone. All the clones for the Wukong gets gone except the original one, which kind of sucks. And now there's so many different turn removal and things like that, and Wukong no longer has regular hit does piercing, which was really stupid. So I think so far he's kind of out of meta, and I haven't seen people use Wukong for a while as well. So, but I know in global, it hasn't been so long that it came out, and it's just really great at the moment. So, but I don't know when that will eventually change. I know Luvu is clearly better, in my opinion, because he comes out with a turn buff now, which wasn't one of his original skill in the beginning. But I think Global instead of making multiple patches to revamp them, they just go ahead and um, have the certain heroes at the time. So so far so good. Let's see. Ouch. Let's see. Absolutely love Jave's piercing, yeah. I think that's what it makes him great. And hopefully, for Jave's awakening, I really hope that both of his skill is double piercing. That's just my really great wish. I know for Dullen's they did, but his is one single target and one AoE. That's why. But if Jave gets double AoE piercing, I think it'll be too good in arena technically. So I don't think they will, but hope that is my hope. I wish my Jave gets as strong as possible. So let's see. I have some 4 stars where I gotta use, and oh, let me see if my Yuri's +5. I don't think so yet. Okay, so I'll go ahead and make her try to +5 using the 4 stars, which I don't really need. Like May. I don't know. I never really liked May anyway, so that's one thing. So twice, that's not bad. Ray, I don't need it. Let's see. Asura, most likely not, because it's all-rounder. Young, I will. Fungin, I will. Black Rose, I would like to. Luri, since I have so many, I'll go ahead and just do that too. Okay, +3. That's good, at least. Why does this one keep popping up? No, no. Okay, now since I have a lot of space, I could just go ahead and summon some. Through my honor points. Although most of the time I usually buy keys, but since most likely I have loads of work, so I won't be playing as hard. So I'll just be getting a bunch of fodlers so I can farm and get my rubies. So, and during the middle, I spend rubies a couple of times to get gold as well, because I was transcending, a lot of my guys, and it costs a lot, so. Okay. Pretty much. I think I'm done. I think I forgot to change. I think I forgot to change the heroes, so I won't be able to deal a lot of damage. Because I think I put, yeah, and this guild is really hard anyway, so I'll just do it for basic, what do you call, for the participation anyway. God, man. So I'm most likely gonna end in like, I guess, a couple minutes. But before I end, it would be really nice if you guys can just tell me the time and name of the country that you guys live in. So just so that I know what time it is there, because I want to see if most of my the analytics that come is similar to actual viewers, so that would be helpful. Oh, okay, so Death Scythe, you also live in Cali, similar time, so Philippines, Singapore, okay. Germany, 10 a.m., wow. Indonesia, Australia, I think this is my first time hearing Australia too. 5:47. Cali, okay, me too. Oh wow, so there's I think I see more California today. Feel pretty great. 417. I'm assuming that's like Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Asia, Europe. So 10 a.m. Oh wow. 117. Okay, so same as me. That's good. For Rachel, I think, like I said, since she is used more on boss rate and things, I think it's better to give her health. But armor has been great, but there's so many constant damages coming in that I feel that instead of armor, health is better. Oh, Missouri, 3:17 a.m. Thanks for watching at this time, as well as Sweden. So that's really crazy. Um, I thought, especially for many of the non-English speaking countries, I thought, uh, most of them wouldn't really watch my videos because, I only speak in English. But uh, many people from different country send me a lot of messages saying thank you and everything. So and that's why I was just really curious in general about those kind of things. So, all right. Uh, yeah, I have right now. I have 2,000. I have 2,961 subscribers, so very close to 3,000. So I'm very excited in some sense. And I know some people have been asking me if I'm doing anything for 3,000 subscriber. Um, I don't know. At the moment, I haven't planned any, but I know I was planning to do some other things. So maybe, but if I know anything that happens, I'll let you guys probably know. And hopefully, I'll be really disappointed if not. But when Lin and Karma and some of the other ones come out in the global, I hope they use better voice actors for the global. That's just one thing. I really can't stand some of the voices for the global seven nights. So yeah, that's just one thing. Hopefully they do. I think. Um, let me see. Let me see Yuri's. Hear the Yuri's voice for the thing because I know they. I don't know if they do. Yeah, I think because they did re work on a voice and stuff for the global. So let's see. I think only thing that I have left is this. Oh, this one I know I got destroyed by Karma last time. Now one of the before I just set my team, and with that team I could go ahead and run almost every single day, but now Um, Honestly, the other ones I don't think really matters. So I'll just go ahead and play. All I need is pretty much Lee in this one, I think. So yeah, so please let other people know if your guild is full. I know that's one of the questions I get a lot, but yeah, mine at the time is full. Even like friend list and everything is full, and I really can't add any more since the maximum is certain, numbers. But so now that, I think honestly the Sunday is the easiest one for the global one, Korean one as well. So just pretty much you could burst it through. And if you have Lee, it's just like extremely, extremely easy. My Kyle's only level 30. So that's one of the reasons why I don't use him. Still pretty weak compared to some others, especially around mine where I see some higher level Kyle and things. So, and a lot of flat damages nowadays, so that's what kind of scares me. Putting those ones. Oh, I totally forgot. Just use this, and you're all set. Reduces a turn buff as well as making the enemy life into 1, which is really, really great thing about Lee. Alright, so everything's pretty much... Let me see my weekly quest. Yeah, it's been more and more fun to do arena since I can win more with Chancellor, but hopefully I can work on my team more and more. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that Chancellor's... Actually, honestly, I think their team and my team is very similar, except that his team is better in a sense that he has a Rook and level 40 Rudy. That's pretty darn hard. Because having level 40 Jave and 40 Rudy, that means they probably got almost all of the SeNa's, as a selector and things. They probably got those. So I probably will lose this, I think. Ouch. And the other team is pretty much exactly same as my deck, so... And it takes really, really long, usually in these cases, so... For lethal, you usually give it to like single target nukers, or some other, the heroes, because it gives additional bonus and damage. So some of the farming heroes, you could give them crit and lethal if you want. Or another thing is, for like Shane, people recommend putting one crit and one lethal because that makes her like regular attack and things to do higher chance of either crit or lethal damage with additional boost of bonus. So it looks like I lost, but let's see. So I think I should be ending my live stream soon. Yeah, I think this one I should just get out. It's taking too long. This is what usually happens against tanks versus tanks deck. And most of the time I usually just turn it on and probably do my homework. Yeah, so technically, if you guys are not like me, who are making videos and stuff, technically instead of summoning, you guys should first focus on, like mastery is number one thing, but besides that, you guys should try to open up a max number of spaces for like item, and hero spots and things like that, and probably the one of the best way is next is to purchase the gold through the rubies and then go ahead and probably use that to upgrade your formations, transcend your heroes, upgrade your weapons and things like that. Ouch, so that one's really hurts. This is one of the reasons why I really want Rook, and hopefully that will help. But this deck is very similar to me too, and like I said, this is a popular team and a meta at a time. You really either really tanky or like really high specific like damage teams. So Um, I know third tier masteries are really like high costing, but you should get at least some of the earlier ones from the third tier. Later ones you could probably leave it, but yeah. Rudy's passive and Evan's passive do overlap, so that's why you often see one of them but not both. And Rudy's passive is better by 10%, I believe, so yeah, they won't be stacking. Let's see. And just to let you guys know, for the next live stream, I might do it on either Thursday. I'll probably actually do it on Friday. I will be gone for during the weekend for my some family uh, celebration. So I will be gone for during the this coming weekend. So that's why. But I really want to do the live stream with you guys because a lot of you guys do come here uh, weekly and talk with all of a lot of different people and things like that as well. So I will try to go ahead and then do the live stream on Friday. So in Asia it will be Saturday around this time, and hopefully people can still make it and things like that. So let's see. Yeah, the maximum key number of maximum keys increase. I think mine is like 14 or 15 since I'm level 67. And I guess it gives a motivation for you to level up. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh man, I really, really want to. Okay, hopefully this works. It's 50%. It should work. Okay. Alright. I just wanted to fuse this guy before I sleep because I haven't done fusing in a while. So 2 Cocos. Let's see. Damn it. No. Oh god. It turned from a hamster to some sort of a monster. I guess that's it's just bigger. Oh god. Oh well. My luck isn't good anyway, usually. Yeah, my Louvre is still 4-star, huh? Oh well. so so hopefully you guys found this live stream at least helpful, and then also time to meet a lot of different people, you know, who are playing. And uh, like I said, please check out my videos for a lot of different helps and guides, and I will be trying my best to post more videos as soon as possible on that. And uh, really, thank you for subscribing my channel, liking my channel, and also, you know, viewing and actively also participating as well. Like I said, I have like, you know, 2,960 subscribers, so it's really a lot for me. But yeah, thank you on that. And so I will be back for the live stream at least on Friday here, so Saturday for Asian time, around the same time. So if anything happens, I'll probably let you guys know on the on the YouTube page or the Facebook page. But yeah, besides that, until next time, I'll see you guys later, and hopefully you guys have fun playing the Seven Nights until then and everything else. So thank you guys. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time.